Tony, what have you made of this situation with Froch and AJ?
It's just Carl blowing out here, really. It's just Carl.
Is it a situation or not really?
Is it really a situation? Do you really think it's going to pop up if they see each other?
I'm saying it. Well, I don't know. You tell me. You're the fighter.
You're the reporter. You interview both of them. You know them both. So do you really genuinely believe it's going to pop up if they see each other?
I think today, if they saw each other, there's a possibility of it. Yeah, I do.
Okay, I don't, but okay. I just think Carl's basically been silenced by every media outlet, and I just don't get it. I mean, yeah, I just don't get it.
Alright guys, I haven't done my video yet on this Carl Froch and AJ beef, which I will be doing shortly. I'll be giving you my take, but Tony Bellew just, I think he's friends with both guys, so he's basically saying if they see each other, do you think it's gonna pop off? He doesn't think so. I will give you my take on this because I'm gonna do a breakdown video on Carl Froch and AJ's beef very shortly. Someone's gonna be getting exposed as I usually do, but I'm gonna just continue for now.
I don't know why. I mean, I just don't get why he's done it. And I know Carl's my mate. I've known Carl a long time, and I know Josh my mate. So there's no point in me taking tests. There's no real side to take. I just don't get the angle Carl's coming from. We go down the atmosphere in Saudi Arabia. Carl knows, and I'm telling Carl right now, he knows. If you were boxing when Saudi were around, you wouldn't give a shit about atmosphere. You care about getting paid, as I do. Why talk about atmosphere? Atmosphere is not feeding the kids, mate. Atmosphere doesn't do anything besides give a few good memories. But when all the memories are gone and you're sitting at home, are we going to sit there and go, do you know what, I'm going to have to phone the gas board, I'm going to have to phone the council tax and tell them, did you not see the atmosphere at my Wembley fight? Or am I going to go, I got paid 10 million or 1 million, and it doesn't make sense. I'll take the 10 million and the atmosphere not being great, or you take the 1 million and the house is rocking. Don't be ridiculous. And I gain nothing from this. I don't gain anything at all. I'm not on anyone's payroll. What His Excellency has done, Turki Al-Sheikh, is take boxing back to the top of the food chain in combat sports.
So I can't disagree with what Tony Bellew's saying here, to be honest. This is a good point. I have to agree with Tony Bellew. I will give you my take on the Froch and AJ beef in an upcoming video, so stay tuned. But what he's saying here is talking sense. I think Carl Froch was saying at some point that in Saudi there's no atmosphere there. I don't know what's going on. But what Tony Bellew said is bang on, because if you're a fighter, guys, you really care about getting paid there. So if Carl Froch was fighting right now and he was in Saudi, he wouldn't give a shit about no atmosphere. They'd be getting paid quite a lot. So why is he saying now all of a sudden, oh, the atmosphere is shit in Saudi? Yes, it might not be as good as the UK, but I have to give credit where credit's due. Turki Al-Sheikh is putting on these crazy fights, so fair play to the guy. That's the only thing I can really give him. He is putting these fights on, so a lot of people say Carl Froch is a bit jealous or something that he's not getting these paydays, and obviously that's where the beef of AJ and Carl Froch goes into, which I'm going to be breaking down. So he's on about another angle. I agree with Tony Bellew here on some of his points, so I can't knock him for what he's saying. He's right though. If you're getting paid millions, the atmosphere, I don't know about the atmosphere down there, guys, if I'm being honest, but to be fair, they're bringing one fight here in Wembley, Dubois versus AJ in September, so you gotta give a bit of credit. Yes, they're Saudis, and we might not get to see all the fights we want to see, like in the UK, but at least we get to see those crazy fights, because without that Turki Al-Sheikh guy, that madman, we probably wouldn't get a lot of these fights. But you have to give due where it's due.
That's what he's done. He's made boxing great again, and no one can tell me any difference. The big fights are happening because of one person and one person only, and that's His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. I don't want to hear about atmospheres, pathetic, ridiculous. All as I care about, and I'm not going to. And I've been to Saudi Arabia. The atmosphere at the day of reckoning was fantastic. It was
Fury Usyk. The atmosphere was very good.
Fury Usyk, but the day of reckoning, the atmosphere was sound. There was screaming, shouting, bawling. I'm not going to say the atmosphere was great the first time I went, because it was just normal. But I've been in places like this and the atmosphere's dead when an upset happens. I've been there watching Josh Wallington in the best atmosphere place I've ever seen, and it's been silent because the crowd silence people. So I've been there and seen that. So at the end of the day, why detract from the fighters? The fighters are earning record pay-per-view number, record money figures. That's what the fighters earn. every place has its time. The sport is benefiting by what's happening in Saudi Arabia. Understand what I've just said. I don't gain anything from this. I'm just stating facts. So
fair play to Tony here. I said I don't agree with everything he says, but there's some things I can agree with the guy. I don't dislike Tony. Some things though are a bit delusional, but there's a lot of things he says that are sense. So yeah, he's right. Saudis are really making boxing what it should be right now in terms of the fights they're putting on now. A lot of people have controversial things. I've got a few videos on my channel where I'm exposing Mr. Turki Al-Sheikh because there is definitely some corruption and shadiness going on in the backgrounds. However, I do like the fact that these fights are getting made, so I'm not going to knock him for that. I will give respect where it's due, but yeah, let's move on.
The big fights are happening because of his excellency. Fair play, lad. Well done. You've done amazing.
Last one before I let you go.
Yeah.
Do you see a way that Tyson Fury can beat Usyk?
Of course I can. When you're 19 stone and 6'6" or 7, 8, 9, whatever he says he is, of course he can. Mate, if I was 6'9" and was 20 stone, I'd fucking invade Russia. Never mind fight. So, of course he's
last time I spoke.
So Bellew says, Bellew gets asked, can Fury beat Usyk? Is there a way he can beat it? Again, I have to agree with what Tony Bellew says. Is there a way Fury can beat Usyk? Yeah, he can beat Usyk, but is he going to? It's a whole different thing. I've already broke this down multiple times on my channel. He would have to have such a switching mentality, which he's not showing. As he said, we've seen the videos that he's in the boozers. He's in the gym saying, let's go Usyk. In my opinion, he's going to get battered by Usyk worse. If he switches his mentality, he's got the skills, the physical ability to beat Usyk. However, he doesn't have the right mindset from a psychological point of view. He's already had his soul taken by Usyk. It's going to be too difficult for Tyson Fury to do it, in my opinion. Psychologically, Usyk's on another level. I've broken this down on my channel, guys, where Usyk broke Tyson Fury down psychologically to another level. When you get broken down like that, it's difficult to come back. It's not about your skills, it's not about your physicality. You could be in the gym all day, but when you know mentally this guy is stronger than me, he's physically, he's spiritually, psychologically better than me, it's something you can't get past that hurdle, and I don't think Tyson Fury can do that. But let's carry on.
You said that you still believe Usyk will beat him.
I still believe that's my opinion, but it doesn't mean to say he can't, Coogan. We all seen him hurt Usyk. That's the first time I've seen Usyk hurt to the chin. I've touched Usyk, I've seen him hurt, I've seen him momentarily dazed. That's the first time I've genuinely seen him shook to his boots. But then what does he do the next round? Comes back and puts it on you, because that's the champion he is.
So again, like as I said, guys, I do like a lot of stuff Tony Bellew does say. There's a few things I don't agree with, but here he's speaking my language here. He's right. I made a video on my channel where Usyk even admits how much he was hurt from that uppercut, because that uppercut hurt Usyk. Definitely check that video out. But what Tony Bellew saying is bang on. Yes, he hurt Usyk. No one's done that to Usyk, guys, that I know, that shook him in the heavyweight division where he was actually stunned. Tyson Fury stunned Usyk. AJ didn't stun Usyk. The bar's probably the closest, but that was controversial with the body shot. It was only Tyson Fury that stunned Usyk. So he's got the ability to hurt Usyk. However, Usyk's not a guy who's just going to get hurt and he's going to get finished. If you hurt Usyk, Usyk's going to come out the next round and hurt you. And that's what he did. So Tyson Fury's got skills to hurt people and he can win, but I'm not on the page where Tyson Fury is going to be able to win that. There's too many factors which he's not going to be able to put right. He could prove me wrong and he could just switch up, but there's too many factors in that fight, guys. I'm talking outside the ring, the way the guy lives his life, his mindset. He believes he won the fight. This, that is too controversial, guys. The guy is not right mentally to beat Usyk. So we'll see, but I agree with Bellew here.
You can't deny Oleksandr Usyk is the greatest fighter, big fighter of his whole era. Just the way it is. Just unfortunately, I only know too well because he knocked fuck out of me as well. So just state it how it is. The kid's simply amazing. He is what he is. What I say he is. So, but can Tyson Fury win? Absolutely. Like I said,
you don't know. Tony Bellew actually had a fight with Usyk. I think it was back a while ago in cruiserweight. It was quite a long time ago. I think it's 4 or 5 years ago now, probably more than that. I don't know exactly, probably 5 years, 5 or 6 years. But he got knocked out viciously by Usyk. So in Tony Bellew's mind, he lost to the best of the best. And Tony Bellew, I didn't really, I like Tony. It's hard to say. I don't have anything against Tony Bellew. He does say some good stuff. He's like a fair guy. He says shit straight up. So I do agree with a lot of stuff he says. Sometimes don't agree, as I said, but he's saying facts here. He goes, Usyk's the best of this generation. It's just a simple fact. You're not gonna beat that guy, and I agree with him 100%. You're not gonna beat Usyk. Yes, he beat Tony Bellew, and Tony Bellew is in cruiserweight. But this Usyk guy's come up to heavyweight, and he's beaten all the best heavyweights. Not once. He's beaten AJ twice. He's about to do Fury, hopefully twice. He beat Daniel Dubois. He's taken out these killers like it's nothing. Well, not nothing, but he's taken them out. But Tyson Fury definitely has a chance. But personally, I wouldn't want to go into the Fury fight knowing, yeah, Tyson Fury's got a chance. I want to know, can you beat this guy or not? From what we've seen, it's a no.
I said, that big, that heavy, that good, which he is good. Tyson Fury's a world-class fighter. He's an elite level fighter, to be fair. But he's coming up against a style that he can't really figure out, and a style that he's always going to struggle with. And let me just tell you, that weren't the best version of Oleksandr Usyk, because the best version of Oleksandr Usyk will go on the back foot. This guy walked forward all night with his hands up. That ain't the Oleksandr Usyk I had to fucking face.
Tony Bellew, man, classic guy. That's why I like him sometimes as well. What he's saying is comical, but he's right. He goes, the Usyk that Tyson Fury fought wasn't the best Usyk, which he had to stick it on Tyson Fury. He goes, the best Usyk's gonna go backwards and pick you apart around the ring. I agree with him to a certain extent. I don't think Usyk did that in that fight because he knew he could get robbed. He had to stick it on him. But if Usyk's just in his element and he wants to play the long game and he wants to just win you on points, he does have the ability to go on the back foot. It's going to be interesting to see what Usyk does in that rematch. I still think Usyk would go forward and press and try and take Tyson Fury out. However, it made me laugh what Tony Bellew said here.
If this guy goes on the back foot, you ain't landing a glove on him. But he chose to walk you down and bully you. He tried to beat you in a way that no one foreseen, and he gave you notice, because all week he kept saying, I will not leave you alone, I will not leave. Listen to what he says before you fight next time. I wish I'd have fucking listened, but he claimed he couldn't speak English. He conned the bollocks off me. You did.
Oh man, Tony Bellew is a joker, man. What he's saying there, you can't not rate Tony Bellew. He said some facts there. Now the whole week before the fight, Usyk kept saying to Tyson Fury, I will not leave you alone. I think Tyson Fury didn't understand what he meant. I've done a breakdown on this as well. Definitely check my video out where where Usyk first tells Tyson Fury, I will not leave you alone. Tyson Fury was in shock. He's like, what's that supposed to mean? Definitely check my video out. It's a classic. Tyson's face was in pure shock. What's that supposed to mean? I will not leave you alone. His face went funny. What he meant by that is he's going to stick on you, and he's stuck on Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury didn't even expect Usyk to just keep coming after him. And what Bellew's saying here is Usyk's at his best when he's on the back foot, when he's not after you, when he's not chasing you, when he's on the back foot. That's where Usyk's at his best. And you can't disagree with that, because with AJ, Usyk was all around the ring. He wasn't going too forward. He wasn't. To be honest though, if Usyk wanted to take AJ out, I reckon he could have, because in that first fight he nearly took AJ out right at the end. But it's a bit more riskier with AJ because of the power side. But Bellew's not wrong here. Usyk's at his best when he's on the back foot. However, with Fury, you can't really give Fury that space as well where you go on the back foot, because Fury might come forward and might want to stick it on you. So a little man stuck it on a big man, and Fury couldn't do nothing about it. In the rematch, guys, obviously Usyk might make a few adjustments, but Tony Bellew's not wrong. Definitely listen to the guy in the fight, because when he got knocked out, he's saying, yo, I didn't know the guy could even speak English. Crazy.
But that's why he's a legend. That's why he's a legend, and that's why he's good at what he does. So
yeah, guys, that's just gonna be my video on this, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the Usyk stuff and obviously the AJ Dubois stuff. So just thought I'd do a breakdown, because what Tony Bellew said was interesting. Some of it obviously I didn't agree with it, but some of it I do. So yeah, that's just gonna be my take, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.